Hello, hello, this is Onion Witch and BeanTall again. So we noticed a bit of a problem when we were recording our last two sessions.
That was my fault for two of them, because I was trying to stop the entire spread of my spare monitor, which I cover up with SMBC because it needs more support.
That's a good comic. Ooh, okay. So yeah, we're probably going to tape this a little short because, you know, I do have a headache. But we got stuff to build.
Yeah, upgrade your lightsabers.
That's the idea.
I was modifying around the lightsabers, and I was like, these are unmodified. These.
Oh, I have tons of crystals now.
You probably love Dantoon
Attack
crystals.
bonus 3. Ooh.
Actually, if you like the ones that give stun, look for things with like stun chance.
There's also like energy increase.
And deflection bonus.
Yeah. Ooh, stuns.
So it's a DC 10, so it's not a high chance.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
all I
reasonable.
got. All I got. Whoa. There you go. I got 2 slots.
Yeah, they're the same thing. Keen is kind of nice. If you like those criticals, it increases the critical range.
I do like that.
Then go ahead. It's a +1 attack bonus and keen. That's not bad.
Yeah.
There might be other better things, but you're also doing the lightsaber, so you can put other better things on the second lightsaber.
Yep. It's got a violet crystal.
It was a red one. I took the purple
I
because
think purple's cool.
yeah, I like purple.
There's a reason that Mace Windu was like, sod this, I'm having a purple lightsaber.
So
Massive criticals.
So it makes the criticals on 2d6 extra.
Whoa.
And 3 bonus damage on basic attacks.
So we're going to do that.
Sure. If you're doing massive criticals, you want to put another keen one on this?
Yeah.
I think it's for the higher ups. Maybe not. Okay, so
I
there's
might not
that.
have any more, unfortunately.
You will eventually get more, but go down one. Okay, so maybe just like get a attack bonus or like deflection bonus or whatever.
I like this one because it goes up against, like, looks like, works against...
Droids.
Yeah, but this
Or
one also
the
has
stun,
a little bit
yeah.
of stun, so I'll probably use that.
Right, assemble.
Double-bladed lightsaber.
So that's Bessela.
Yeah. You have, like, nothing in here, ma'am.
You put nothing on them.
Yeah, no, it's my fault, I know. Let's see. I wouldn't mind giving her some blaster bolt deflections, but also an attack +1 and damage +1.
Yeah. But if you have the +3, that might also be good.
Attack bonus 3.
Yeah.
Let's use that instead.
Or with. Yeah. So that other green one is either yours or Jolie's.
I think it's Jolie's.
Believable.
Got another attack bonus 3.
Deflection is good.
Yeah.
And the blue should be,
Cranky old man?
No, the girls.
Oh.
Julani?
Julani, Julie. Oh, Lord, I mixed them up. I am so
Yeah.
sorry.
But she has naturally high attack stuff, so like the +3s are probably not a huge thing, but like the big hits are good.
Yeah.
So damage bonus.
There we go.
So the first one was mostly like a bonus damage to droids. But that's still good. Yeah, keep
This
it,
one?
yeah, that's good. I was saying that the one that you on the other slot, which is
Oh, yeah, it's mostly droids.
attack bonus 2, so +2 to attack is good, and then bonus damage versus droids.
Oh,
So yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Yeah, let's go for it.
yeah. That +2 attack is good no matter what.
Yeah, the problem is I keep thinking of Jolie. It sounds like Julie to me, which is why I keep associating it with a feminine presenting character, which is,
Let's see how things are
that's
over
got
here.
a bet on me, but
So, Candace's main blaster could use some upgrading. Karth's main
good.
blaster is lovely. Or we can
Bendak
upgrade.
could use some help.
Oh, well, Bendak, you killed Bendak.
Oh, right.
That's his blaster.
Right.
And let's check Zelbar's blaster. which I think HK might have.
Yeah, the bowcaster is all good.
I think HK has that one. But you can, if Karth is holding Bendax, you might want to upgrade those last 2 slots, especially if you're not using cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can at least put in what I have, you know?
Since the since the audio like pickup existed last time here, it did hear me singing a, I believe, Reba song to the tune or to the name of Jolie.
Jolie, Jolie, Jolie,
I believe that was it. Yes.
Oh goodness, Bean, you sweetie. Okay, so we've upgraded all of that.
That was Reba, right? Maybe we don't know.
I know it as Dolly Parton actually doing
right.
a
There
version of it.
That might be me being like, who's that older person who sings country stuff, and like maybe she covered it once.
It is kind of weird for me to think of her as old because the thing is, I first saw her in a movie called 9 to 5, which I recommend to anybody who wants to see kind of what, like, it's a weird movie because it's basically about 3 office workers who get really fed up with their sexist boss and decide to kidnap him and then take over the office. And it's very dated, but it's a hoot. Like, it's been a while since I've seen it. I might have changed my... Yeah, I've already got the mesh in here. Oh, need new ones on that.
Especially if they're equipped. If they're not being touched, don't worry about upgrading them.
No, but they're already
I saw.
equipped, so it's like, yeah. Okay, that is better. But yeah, no, so the thing is, though, that I saw I have this very visual image of Dolly Parton when she was in 9 to 5, because that's when I first saw her. So yeah, it's actually kind of adorable, though, because, like, her actual husband is in the movie, and there's a lot of cuteness, and I'm kind of sitting there being like, aw, you're adorable.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
HK-47, another kind of adorable. The murder kind of adorable. I'd like to try to destroy some of your memory.
Affirmative. If you request.
Well, let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. You are already familiar
I
with
want
accessing
more
my
murder
central
droid
control
stories.
cluster, correct? Now you will need to...
Has your repair
Now
increased
close the last
Failure.
panel.
Nope, I don't think it
I
has.
am afraid the operation... Supplication.
Very well, we'll
As
try
you
this
decide.
again later. Sorry. Ah, dang. Well, we got grumpy old Merc stories.
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want?
Tell more about
The war we
Mandalorian
had with the
Wars.
Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our
Actually,
history.
I talked to him, but I didn't get the chance
But
to
it
talk
was
to him
a
about this, 'cause I
very
was feeling
costly
kind of like, we
one.
need this line.
I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
Oof, how much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Taris.
Yeah, I came to Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
I am honored. You are a worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
No, nothing
Your
more.
choice.
I was thinking
I'm
this
here
would
if
be
you want
better.
something done right.
Oh, it probably gets foul. I mean, as somebody who's worn chainmail, it gets gross. The padding gets super gross. Oh, wow. Oop. I'm sorry about all the pinging. That's probably my new roomie. I'm just gonna check. Oh. Oh, man. This has been like the worst weekend for her. You know, the little toad creatures are actually really cute. I just wish I didn't trip over them. I think probably people feel this way about cats. I am personally like a giant sucker for cats, so...
I know you. You just like tripping over small fuzzy things.
This explains a lot about me, actually. I mean, I do like small fuzzy things. They're cute. Game constructor programming spike? Nope. Okay, fair. Do we ever get any backstory for T3? Does he ever have a quest?
He's a loyal droid companion.
Oh, that was okay. He's cool. I like him. Hey. Know anything about dealing with Giza?
Tasty. You tear them apart into like little bite-sized bits.
How may I be of assistance
Friday
to you?
probably tastes great.
I mean, they're frog-like, so... I wonder if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Near the world your species comes from?
KotOR was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
How did it happen?
They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help you?
We were not members of the Republic. KotOR was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships there remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
Interesting. Something I thought was interesting about the voice actor's performance is, with this character, most people say Sith. She doesn't pronounce the H. So yeah, just a little subtle thing I kind of find interesting.
My parents carried me as a baby with them, and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able, and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How did he die?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Oh. Again, I am wishing for a hug command. You know, it's actually funny. I was reading an article about, like, interactions in games regarding, like, oh, yeah, no, like, interactions you can make in games. And how a lot of games talk about, like, you can pretty much, the only interaction you have is maybe, like, shoot things, or you know, how it's like, oh, we see certain signals and we know, okay, the game is like, there's a shotgun on the floor. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. But it feels kind of funny to me that we don't actually have a lot of social commands. We do in this game, actually. We have a lot of social commands through the dialogue, through actions we can take within the dialogue system. So that kind of works for it, but there's no friendly pat on the back button. Just something I think about.
And some of this is kind of like the nature of whatever game you are interacting with, because in like a social-based game, like right now, like we have side characters that we are supporting through mini quests and dialogue actions.
Oh yeah.
So like through that, like said interactions are, you know, the character in the world. So like there was a scene earlier where Onion Witch donated money. It wasn't needed, but it helped the cause.
That's actually a very good point. Yeah, like through this game does have that social component.
Well, like there's still combat because it's based on a D20 system, and combat is a very simplistic and easy form of conflict.
Yeah, and it's trying to also be stimulating, and the combat can be a lot of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, this is actually the kind of combat I actually kind of enjoy doing in games. First-person games have a tendency to make me turn into a barf machine, so...
Or real-time third-person games.
Yeah, real-time third-person! Oh, goodness. Oh, God, yeah, no, Bean is playing Battlefield 2 Star Wars as I'm playing this, and oh, goodness. We have found that I am not very good if I can't line up my shots. By not very good, I mean it's painful.
Oh, we found that? I thought that was known fact.
Shh! Let me have my dignity!
I'll let you know what dignity you had.
I'd like to talk what you said before about giving into your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps
it.
a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I'm no master. I should have remained with the Council.
Basilia, I seriously am so far on the light side that the marker only got 2 ticks to go.
I think what she's going with is she is not a good one for that.
I'm gonna be like, why do you say that?
The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
It's a me, not you issue.
So what now?
I don't know. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
Maybe we can help each other?
That's a kinder response than I deserve. I can see there is wisdom in your words. Perhaps you can help me. And I will try to help you if I can. Hopefully this will all work out for the both of us. And for the sake of the mission.
Basilia, I feel like we need to have a movie night. Or a Hollow Night. Which is a game.
Good cover.
Yeah, no, but it's also, I'm just, you know, like, it's just Hollow Night, we hang out, we eat, I don't know, little popcorn mice things, just chill. Because I feel like you really need a break. You're acting like me, Onion Witch, when I'm on deadline. That's not good.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Hush, having a deadline is good.
I mean, okay, yeah, partially, but then there's having a deadline, and then there's quite literally having it to be a deadline. As in deadline, as in dead, like you're dead afterward.
Line.
Kaput line, yes, I like that. Okay, what do you know about Revan and Mal?
To think that I once looked up to these two as the best that humanity had to offer. Now I'd like nothing more than to put a blaster to both their heads. Although I suppose that only Malak is left, isn't he? Turned on his own master. Not that Revan didn't have it coming. Typical for their kind, I guess.
You knew them personally?
No, not personally. They aided the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. They were heroes. Without them, the Mandalorians would have finished us for certain. In the fleet, we didn't see much of the Jedi, and I only met Malak once, but I was impressed by him. I guess that just shows how much the dark side can change someone.
Do you know why they turned to the dark side?
Nobody does. When they left, after the Mandalorian Wars ended, they were Jedi. When they returned, they were something else.
Ugh. how did they get away with all this?
Well, when they returned from wherever they went, they had an entire fleet with them. Nobody knows where they got the ships.
Star map.
They had a lot of them. And as the years have passed, there always seems to be more and more, while our forces dwindle. Did they really get away with it, though? Revan was betrayed by Malak, and Malak hasn't won. In the end, the dark side won't help him.
You know, I'm thinking the Starforge must be some kind of ship producer. I mean, I'll admit, my first thought when I heard Starforge was to think Geneforge, and then think weird, you know... If anyone's never heard of the Geneforge series, if you want to see some really weird classic RPGs, I highly recommend taking a look at them. They are strange, but the world is fascinating. But yeah, that's exactly what I thought of, was not like shipbuilding, but now I'm thinking shipbuilding.
I mean, it is called a forge.
Well, yeah, it's
Maybe
just...
it just forges stars.
I mean, that would be pretty sweet, too.
I used to think that it was a fancy name for something that I see every day. Corruption is everywhere. People are greedy and stupid and do horrible things. I'm starting to think it's different for the Jedi, however. That there's this evil watching them, waiting for its chance. You have so much courage and strength in you, yet somehow I have no trouble imagining it differently, like the flip side of a coin. It's not just you, it's Bastila as well. She's so intense. And I don't pretend to know much about the Force, but I know evil.
Do you think Bastila and I are evil? You don't want to talk about the Karth? No. I'm not following dark side Karth, and I won't. I don't think it's gonna think, but I'm gonna be like, wait, you think we're evil?
No, of course not. All I'm saying is that when you have so much power, the stakes are higher. I can only imagine the kind of conflict that goes on inside you. Well, neither you nor Bastila are fully trained on how to handle your power. I'm just concerned at what might come.
That's sweet. I didn't know you cared.
Oh, and that's not what I mean, I wouldn't want to see you
Karth.
either of you. I suppose
Aw,
finding the star maps is more
maybe, or
important than
he's
your
just
training
worried, you
and
know.
your safety.
Friends can also be
I
like,
just hope there
"Don't
isn't a
worry about
price
you."
for you to pay.
Aw, Karth.
My friends
Karth.
can also cuddle and make out.
That is true. Karth, you're invited to movie night with Bastila and I.
Oh my.
I just...
Hi, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't eat my popcorn. You know, like, honestly...
You will let him eat your popcorn.
Yeah, I might. Fine. Yes, I'd let him eat my popcorn. I will admit, I do like Karth as a character. He's kind of a sweetheart.
And ever since the thing on his home planet, single.
Look, HK is looking at you and judging you for that.
Good.
No
other way.
HK's like, the meatbag is being a weirdo again. Okay, where is Mission? I always forget where she is.
In the one side of the ship, opposite of the side you're on. So don't go down that hallway, go the opposite hallway.
Right. Circle around the ship. Circle around the ship.
Right,
Circle around
left,
the
whichever
ship.
way, you know.
No, wait, that's the way out. I need over here. There we go. Hey, Mission!
Hey there. What can I do for you?
God, that visor is dumb looking.
Why'd you put it on her?
Because it actually helps her, but it's just, the problem is it feels kind of goofy.
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
The Giza are funny. Shut up. Okay, know what we're gonna do, guys? We're going back to the fish planet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're not going back in time. That's not the kind of story. I will gosh darn Doctor Who Star Wars if you really want me to, but do you want me to? No. Oh wow, that is pretty. Sorry, I am distracted by a lot of marble that I'm seeing in Star Wars game. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we're going to Manaan. Oh wait, that's Korriban. We do not want to go to Korriban.
Well, you're gonna eventually.
We will eventually. We're not going now.
Let's save it for when we're stronger Jedi.
Korriban is like the place we all go to.
To cry.
Yes. Cry a lot. Okay, I really hope there isn't a fight sequence in this because sometimes this game craps out.
Really cuts it, goes to cut. Actually, yeah. So you might want to prep the alt enter on this side. Do it. And one more time.
Oh, we have a video going. I'm just gonna leave it. Sorry about this, guys.
KotOR is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Callow's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
You've seen this guy before. It's been a while, but you've seen him.
Is it with all the shades? Whoa, what the? Dude! The guy walked in front of you. Have you heard of overkill?
Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he has heard of it.
And I've seen this guy before?
Yep. Briefly.
He's very tiny.
Find Bastila and bring her to me.
Is he very tiny, or are you just watching on a very tiny screen?
As you command, Master.
The voice is familiar. Okay. Because it's been probably months since I've last seen that dude, can you give me a hint?
He was on a ship called the Endar Spiral.
Oh my goodness, was he one of the people that I tried to get off the ship? Beginning?
He was one of the... So you remember that one blonde guy who was helping you out to work you off, and you're like, yeah, we share bunks, but we just like work opposite shifts?
Yeah.
And he ran off to like distract a Dark Jedi so you could get on with your mission.
Oh, that was the Dark Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, we are... I pressed alt.
Yeah, might be continuing, or you might not be doing it quite yet.
There we go. Okay, so, based on my little force powers... Man.
What about your force powers?
We got a Dark Jedi hanging out. Oh, the robot is playing with the Giza!
I don't think that's based on your force powers. I think that's just based on the powers of the narrative.
Bean. He was playing with them.
It's toying with its food.
It's a robot. It's not
In the game I was GMing, there was a robot that was eating protein paste. And by eating, I mean shoving it in its spaceport.
Yeah, I think I remember that particular one. He was kind of creepy.
Yes, there was a shrine in honor of that droid.
Why was there a shrine?
Because that droid died, and the players missed and loved the droid. It might be a very unhealthy way for the players to let off, the player characters to let off.
Some steam?
Yeah, their sorrow over the loss of their friend.
Itch. Okay, okay, we're going under Manaan, we're going underwater.
Depending on who you go with, I vote you take Jolie.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking angry old Jedi man.
And then we need one more.
Who's a good foil? Like, just character-wise, I'm thinking. What's your vote, Bean?
Oh, just to be opposites? I mean, my answer would probably 95% of the time always be like, HK.
I was just thinking HK and him would be a good combo. Do you think that would work for the stuff we're going up against down there?
A possibility. My follow-up one would be, to trigger, like, side character stuff, sometimes you have to leave a place with the character, so I was like,
yeah.
Giuliani might be an interesting addition on that, but, like, that's, like, 2 Jedi on things, and it's like, it's not necessary.
Yeah, the reason I'm thinking mission is because we might be needing to do some, like, lockpicking and stuff.
Like, long-term mission or T3 would be reasonable.
I'll go with mission. These two seem to... I'm hoping these two will get along.
Or you get a few lines of bickering.
I would love lines of bickering. Give me bickering, game. I want them bickering. I want my Star Wars soap opera. Actually, what do you guys...
Got something on your mind, do you?
Yes. Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted a ride on my ship.
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Nope, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor
Oh my god, he's amazing.
The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
There's a reason I was wanting you to play this again, and one of the reasons was because I wanted to make sure you met this character.
This is
Because
amazing.
I was happy you met HK, but Jolie is a delight. Is a warm spot in my soul.
He is. Oh my god, he's kind of like that grumpy uncle that you have, that like has seen some crap.
HK being a fan favorite and like being a droid means he can be featured in a lot of other things. So I've met HK in like 2 different MMOs and like various other inspiration, like his model type in various other media. But go ahead on that.
And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Literally?
It's not a great destiny.
Is there supposed to be some sort of hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it.
Yes, you
We're
would.
talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh, yes.
I love his
Andor's
stories.
down. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well.
Okay, that's a good response.
I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
He had a destiny, all right.
Yep. Was that the dialogue option?
No, but that's what I'm thinking. Also, this voice actor is my favorite now, because that was just great.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I love how one of the responses, I hate you, old man. I'm not gonna say that. But... And what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Hey, the chances may not be great, but one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Oh my goodness, that... He's... Yep. That's amazing.
Hey there.
Jolie's story time is best.
Manaan's the source for all the KotOR in the galaxy. That's why there's fish-faced Selkath can stay neutral in this whole Sith Republic war. but I don't know much else about this place. Sorry I
This
can't be
flies
more
her.
help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you? Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Now shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, and I
Wasn't
don't...
necessarily where I was going, but okay.
Well, honestly, my character definitely has the whole hips don't lie thing going on, so... Like, it's something funny I find about this game, that they did the animation...
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this KotOR loaded up before my shift is over.
Well,
here's the sway of my hips.
Well, here, the thing is that, like, yeah, I definitely know that a lot of people do the hip-hopping thing, but you can see it really hard right here, actually, if you look at it. You see Mission in the background, she's doing the hip sway thing onto one leg, and so is my character at nearly the exact same time. And it's this sort of hip-hopping thing. I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Oh, you mean the stand thing?
Yeah.
I was talking about the walk, like the struts.
The walk has a little bit of it, but I'm mostly staring at my character's butt, so I don't really know. That's sort of the thing with, you know, third-person games. You stare at a character's butt a lot.
Depending on where the camera's angled.
True. Well, I'm wearing very tight pants. It's sort of a problem.
Captain Tight Pants.
Yes, sir, Captain Tight Pants. West Central, here we go. Alright, we're going to have to pay a fee. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I think you got it covered. Or you pay 100 credits. Whatever you do. If it doesn't get your attention, you're good, right? That's how it works.
Julian, who are you, man?
What is that play? You
Alright. Okay. I'd forgotten about him. There we go. Oh no, now I have to try and remember where the heck the Republic...
Everywhere, but I think you should hit up every location again. Well, not every location, but I say you should go the opposite direction of
the plot.
Of the main plot. Go to the subplots.
I think I covered most of those, didn't I?
A few. You poked a few things, but I think there's a few other
Stay
things
out of my way.
harder.
I'm on legitimate set business.
Well, sorry.
Saw that.
I think it's this way. There's like a bar this way.
Just go.
Alto West.
Was that the one to the right?
Yes.
So that should not be the Republic way, but that's the way I want you to go.
Oh, and Laura.
Jolie, it is you.
There you go.
I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested.
Right!
The Siths have accused him
The
of
hotel!
Murder? But how?
I forgot about the
It's all a
hotel!
mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer.
And Jolie
Someone
knew.
is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora.
Thank you
We're
for making me
Sunry
bring
now.
him, other than
Sunry's
cranky
being
old
held at the
monsters.
Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Sure. Hi, Alora.
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts.
Don't worry.
Okay. I think the courts are this way.
The courts are, just farther down the
So if I go down here, I think? Yeah. Hey again! A murder case. I am the happiest little seal right now.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Wow. Okay. Wait, is there a timer on this?
Not a physical timer. Not a clock timer, like a metaphorical timer.
Okay. Yes.
But you might not be a seal. Because if you're representing Sunry as his lawyer, they might find out that you're a sea lion. Onion which has this very, like, maybe disappointed and pained look.
I am trying to learn this case.
Get it? Because he was lying and the planets all see?
Yes! Yes, I get it! I get it!
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
It is a little weird. I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. That's actually kind of nice. A little rude, but I'll take it.
I'm sick of hearing about Manaan's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
What do you think of Sunlight? Anything suspicious about this case? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The oldest sort of... you're kind of fan of the Sith. That's not a good sign.
Is he?
Well, he mentions, like, you know, it is simply the turning of history where the old is swept away by the better new. If he just said the old was swept away by the new, okay, like, I get where he's going for. The better new makes me think, you might actually be cool with this. He's suspicious about this case. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Well, we probably should go to the prison. Bean, would you mind getting us to the prison? I just want to go into the bathroom, unfortunately.
Can't do it just quite yet.
Yeah, I will walk my way.
The prison is actually right next to where you found, the one woman.
Oh, so that would be over here. That's where she is.
So keep turning closer to her. It's like at the door.
Oh, you're right.
That way, yeah. I think.
Yeah, here's the guard. Okay. I need to make a request with the warden if I want to start the trial, which I do not want to do.
You can wing it.
There's Sunry. There's another prisoner. Hey!
Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case. The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at a crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy.
Oh, is that
Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Well, that's kind of suspicious, to be fair. Hey, prisoner.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll get your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
It's another prisoner.
You had an answer, so I was like, I don't think that was
No, I was just curious if, like, he was gonna be helpful, and nope, he's just being
not friendly.
No. Rather Russian. Okay, I kind of like that line. It is quite illogical to think a being who spends his entire day locked in a room with insane people and murderers would know much about the outside world. Oh, that line is pretty good. What do you know about the murder of Alasia? Okay. Nothing for now. Okay, we now need to go to the hotel, I think. Let me look at a map. This would help. Okay. Salto City Central. Mercenary Enclave. I really wish you could look at multiple maps. But I don't think it's on this screen. So let's try Alto Central, because that's the... Because the Mercenary Enclave is not where we need to go.
Alright, here, I'll make it to... You want the hotel, right?
Oh, yes, if you could. Oh, you are darling, thank you.
Yeah, Mercenary Enclave is just up... Hang up. Location. Onion Witch, before you go away, you have to gather the rest of your party. No, they're all there. Oh gosh darn it. Come on, Jolie, you're so close. Is this the Republic area? I think that is. We're gonna go ahead and save, as they don't steal things. We're gonna take a look at things. Actually, does she have... Is this... next dex bonus +4? Good. Right? Hopefully it doesn't need to be higher. 12... Yeah, that's right. Want to make sure we don't have her being held back. I think 20 should be a +5. Public mod armor, none. Okay. Yeah, we're holding ourselves back by 1 point of armor. Public mod armor is a defense of 6. Let me find something with 5. 5, yeah, these works pretty close. Immunity to mind effect, that's pretty good, but... Let me go to Chani. Yeah. Sorry, Onion Witch. We're going to Chani. We don't have a Master's Robes. We need Master's Robes. We'll get more eventually. Just because that's willpower. Alright, you're at the hotel. I swapped around a few items, but pretty much the armor Mission was wearing, while fancy, she now has dexterity even greater than that can allow for. So I went ahead and got one with slightly less effective in regards to like armor for hits, but one that allows her to shoot better. Thank you. I just got some. This I looked up the recent Theron book on audiobook.
Yeah, I just remembered it while I was in the bathroom. It was one of those moments of like,
You should just talk to the hotel guy.
You are the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You want to offer him some credits?
No. I want...
What do you want to know?
You want what? What do you want?
I want the truth.
Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Elasa?
Elasa used to rent rooms here. It doesn't take... They're only... The other don't know anything.
I think that's about everything.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I mean, you'd be like, hey, so that heads to the Republic area.
You,
Mysterious man.
Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not?
Yes.
This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Your voice actor is fantastic, sir.
You can call me...
Oh, and suddenly the mouse isn't working.
Just do this for the moment. Yeah,
okay. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elasa, you can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Oh, I think so.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Bean, still not working.
Just use the up and down for the moment.
I'm going to, just letting you know it's a problem.
Alright.
They just give it to me.
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market?
Yes.
You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Well, now my mouse suddenly is working.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just sometimes try to give things a moment.
And he's gone. Huh.
Call me sexual act.
Oh dear. Oh, and now suddenly I'm in the Republic.
Yeah, because I was telling you, you were walking from the hotel to the Republic.
When you are ready to explore the Hrackert Rift, enter the Republic base. In the KotOR packing room, there is a door leading to the Republic sub. The sub will have... I wish you luck on your...
Yeah, I'm looking... I just thought I would check the hotel again. But it was when I was like, oh, might as well just poke my head in over here.
Well, there is probably stuff in the Republic area, as the mysterious figure that you know. You also put on their figure to be them to walk around.
I know, but it's kind of funny for me to do. It's like,
I'm going to assume every time you run into a wall, you're doing it to try to be funny. As you sigh.
Restricted access. A mission?
What?
Gonna save. New slot.
I did save over the don't steal.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to name this one Stupid Murder.
What?
Oh, this is because the sub's in here. Never mind.
Did you unlock it?
Yeah, sub's fine. Just gonna...
Oh, nice. You have the skill to unlock it. But you could go to the computers.
That's what I was gonna do.
I wasn't saying that one. I was saying the super secret computers.
Where are they again?
Keep going past those computers.
This way?
No, you just came from that way.
This way. Oh, these guys!
The ones where you did all the puzzles.
Right!
Yeah, say it like you remember.
No, I took me out.
Right, wink.
Shush! Slice Republic system. This is sort of bad, but... No. I just want to restrict data archives. That's it. Sunry incident.
I get it. It's a fisheye view.
Oh. Oh.
It helps him see in a wider scale.
Oh! Look, it shoots her in the back. The secret recording of Sunry did murder Alassa. Oh, he was a little too blustery. Jolie, did you see that?
Got something on your mind, dude?
Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. The man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. I don't expect much these days.
No, I'm not worried about that, Jolie. Jolie, I think we might have a problem.
I think it comes up in dialogue as you get closer to the face.
Let's go talk to the hotel. There's Fearth May.
You with the psychopath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alassa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
Wait, you mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith master?
Well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Maybe if it doesn't
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
Okay.
Thanks.
What'd you see the night of the
I
murder?
was in my room, minding my own business, with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw GluePaw in the hall by Alassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yes, well, I'll be right here. Not like they're letting me go anywhere else.
Oh, there's a footlocker. I like how there's a convenient 100 credits in there just in case you need it.
Yeah?
It's a locked door. Mission?
What?
Move, please.
I'm here.
Lupor. Hello. I have questions about the murder of Alasa.
Glupor tong hit wanaji sarkat agi tune glupor mulira chuna mulira tong glupor kit pa non kunexit abog.
What did you see?
Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Glupor tong hit wamaji sarkat ag inko tune.
Especially not in the hotel's room.
Glupor yon tung chi wi ita. Bola un jikne mulira glupor. Kon muli slimo poi wanga kun. Glupor kinpanik cha lora kun. Glupor chi ita. Glupor tong. Glupor picha ge borang turang. Glupor wangki yuma batmalyo no wish. Glupor no una pangpa. Mulira kong king.
Did someone pay you to do something in that room,
Kun
Glupor?
mulira slimo poi wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abog sinchan glupor ni non kili. Glupor chiwaka.
Okay, so the metal was planted.
Glupor nibo mulira glupo ni sit. Glupor sha. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun king. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor bagra tong itzalkat wama jiko na. Glupor ag inkotune. Glupor no mulira chuna mulira tong pa no kun no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machid Tong itwama ji human act.
Do you know what a star map?
Glupor tati ya baba Hassan shan. Glupor chuba chi. Glupor wanga kunbis.
Okay. Well, we found out that the metal was definitely planted.
Yeah?
Hey, mission. Can you unlock this for us?
Gotcha. Simple.
Thank you.
Well, you got all the evidence you need. He shot her.
I want to check out the Sith's side of things because something about this is weird. I think yes, he probably did shoot her.
I'm here.
But why? Anything else Ignis has to say?
You were the one defending some. Elasa used to... It doesn't... Well...
Okay, nothing new there. Alrighty. Oh, where's the Sith embassy again?
It's farther down. Like you go out to the waterway, and then you see left and right. You go left.
Okay.
So get out where like you see that giant fountain.
Yup, and go left. Okay. There's the Shady Rhodian. How you doing, man?
Con muli slimo poi wanga kun viskin. Lumirana nutrata donko sercha doman to.
Why are you just standing here?
La boda na winki smak toma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Da tuka u. La boda na winki smak.
Oh, it's the cards.
Ubabatu.
Okay. I think the different shady one that wants you to do questionable deeds is just next to him.
Right. Oh dear. I'm becoming a sleepy onion.
Try to make
I think I can do that.
I think it's to the left. I think we've been there once.
No, we were at the.
Yeah, I think it's under lockdown. I think things look bad. We'll keep going.
I think there's no way to get through. Oh, right, there is a way to get through. There's a sign. Oh.
I think you're just not looking the right way.
Yeah, I haven't gone around.
Yes.
There we go.
There you go. That's what we call a hallway. It's a technical term.
I think this was a shop. Yes, I remember him.
You gotta keep going.
I'm just more or less going, okay, where is that? Oh. Hello.
This entrance to the Sith Embassy has been closed temporarily due to a maintenance failure. The main entrance to the embassy will reopen when the problem has been fixed.
Or the embassy was
What?
dead.
How did you... This unit has no knowledge of what you're talking about. Those with legitimate business with the Sith should return when the repairs have been completed.
Because you're the asshole that made the harm.
We did, but this is a problem though, because how are we going to get into the embassy?
We don't need to get into the embassy.
So we don't need information from the embassy?
I mean, if there was any information, we probably have it.
It's probably buried somewhere here in the quest logs.
But again, there's probably nothing there.
Okay. That's what it feels like. So soldiers. Oh, cleaning droid, can I say hi? I can. My God, you're so cute.
So, you check out everything in the hotel?
Well, I checked out the room that was locked. There was one room that it didn't have any marker that popped up. So I couldn't actually get in it. And I talked to the two people. I should probably re-talk to the Bazak player. Oh, excuse me. Gather the party before venturing forth. Mission?
What?
Oh my goodness, mission. Okay. Back to the hotel.
You again. Didn't I tell you people everything I knew? So why do you keep coming back to me?
Okay, what'd you see?
I was in my room, mine being still alive. You can't tell me. Sunri, I only heard of. Kept the rest of the bill.
That's a room tour
Yes,
often?
she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right about the same time that Sunri would show up. They didn't seem all that discreet either. I'm not saying anything like that, and there isn't any...
Soothmaster?
Oh, I didn't see anything. 100... Thanks.
That's odd. I know he's got something, but I'm not sure how to get it out of him.
You tried torture.
No, let's not do that. It's not admissible in a court of law.
How about the threat of torture? If they don't know about the threats.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I tried persuading and I tried bribing. Neither
Try
worked.
persuading with your lightsaber.
Excuse me, I have not actually.
I like how you're actually considering this.
This is more like a I have not in a I am a sleepy butt sort of way.
I was in my... You... Yes, well...
Well, I can't look through his stuff.
But, again, if you think he's guilty, then he's guilty. You got everything you need.
The problem is mostly I'm not sure. I'd love to check out the crime scene.
I think one of the doors you have open is the
What?
crime scene.
Oh, the one I had picked? Because I looked around there and there was nothing in here except a med pack in a footlocker.
Yeah, I think whatever is around is just like pretty much empty.
Okay. Then, yeah, there's not much in here. Okay, let's
I mean, you can talk to the door guy and see, like, hey, can you let me in? See if there's anything else in there, but I don't think there is. I think that's it.
You were the one defending Sun.
Yeah, I think, there's nothing in here about grabbing.
The Sith woman, Alasa. He can't run good because he's a Yeah, I'm pretty damn... What do you want to know? Well...
Okay, I feel like we should go to Sunry and be like, dude, what the hey?
You did it. Murderer. Murderer.
Well, more just like, look, this is not looking good for you, mate. Oh, shoot. Now which way do I go? Do I go right? I think I go right.
I believe so.
What is it about this particular planet that just completely throws me off?
Hi, Tyvark. I gotta stock up. They might be sending me to the front to battle the Sith.
Aba Hassan-shan. No ba mulira kilay kuka.
I walked into a shop. I needed.
You might be getting closer to the
Here we go. I think this is it. Kind of bad I have this feeling of seeing Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing. Just all of a sudden.
I love the music for that.
It's so good.
One of my friends really loves that game because it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, compared to violent video games. It's kind of like going around doing stuff and avoiding the chef.
Okay, Sunry?
Joey! Coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial. Soon, old friend. But we don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture. Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing.
On the walls?
You know, the role of Octo cannot be taken lightly.
There's a few things yet.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manaan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence in the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Are you and Alasa having an affair?
Oh, no, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please, I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa. I was going there to break it off with her.
Were you married?
I did it, but found out later that she was dead.
Oh.
I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
So I got this video.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
You got the little record, remember?
Yep. I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've cut their voice down.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
Should have known the truth would come out eventually.
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence. So they planted their own evidence. Lhasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to us Sith Masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
Well, we know he killed someone. Man, I feel like the I don't know option is good, or the I'm guilty. Because the thing is that I don't...
You're guilty. You weren't even on the planet.
Oh, no, the line, you're guilty, Sunry confessed. Here's the thing is, like, he did kill someone. You know, this wasn't a battle. This was killing somebody while they were asleep.
It was an injured war veteran versus a sleeping Dark Jedi.
Yeah.
That's about a fair match, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. But it's still just like, that's not okay. But at the same time, I'm also, you know...
I mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
I don't know.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
You confess, the court might show mercy.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KotOR at the Republic Embassy. Without KotOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
It's like, no, I don't want to, like, these are your excuses. You both know you gotta own up to this.
No. I can't and put the Republic's supply of KotOR in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid, and it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KotOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Don't you bring up Taurus, Jude.
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to, but I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
Crap. Okay, Jolie, can we talk?
Got something on your mind, do you?
Might not have anything notable.
Manaan's an unusual place. Not for its water, mind you. It's the KotOR, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Oh, I get it. Let's...
But you check with the wife.
Yeah.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
You're saying someone your age couldn't overpower one?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Alora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed...
I have this recording showing Sunry.
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent. This is all a...
It's possible.
Find the real...
So, let's...
Moral conundrum.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Sunry does have a point. If he's, you know, there could be sanctions against the Republic, which would mean less KotOR, which could be a huge blow. At the same time, he murdered someone. He murdered someone.
He murdered a Sith. Is that
He
really
didn't.
someone?
He didn't murder a Sith on the battlefield. Like, this is.
Murdered a Sith, a veteran. Why don't you break now? That's
Yeah. Let's not. But I mean, here's the thing: is that honestly, like, I am not a fan of war. Like, I don't like it. Just plain old. We're not going into full semantics because I am still a tired potato. But the thing is, though, that I kind of think about the idea of if you murder someone on the battlefield, it's still murder, but it's socially. There's a social difference there. It still has the same implications for it might really mess you up. It's still not morally justifiable. But it's something that socially you can be like, okay, I understand what this is. This is a little different in that this is kind of like... I think it's morally gray because it's also dealing with spying. It's dealing with the fact that this, you know, there was two people, they had an affair, but one of them was actually trying to use the other one to get information. And finding that out, one of them snapped and killed the other. That's less about a war and more about murder, a crime of passion, shall we say. Yeah. So that's kind of where we stand here, is that, honestly, I think Sunry did not do the right thing. He was perfectly legitimate to feel hurt and betrayed by what had happened. Murdering her for it, no. Leaving the relationship and never talking to her again, yeah, that's justifiable. You know? Like, he just found out she had a deep personal betrayal.
So, who's making the most things in the program?
Yeah.
Do you want to save on that same file again?
Yes.
And then go to trial. And we can wrap up with the trial.
Okay.
Now, if it's really bad, you can attempt to save stuff.
We can reload. Okay, I need to go talk to the warden. I'd like to begin the trial. The case can never be reopened? Jeez. Yeah, let's begin. You know... Oh, that's cool. I wish I could have actually gotten that one guy with the cards to talk. Is there even a possibility of doing
Or is it the opening statement?
Yeah.
So,
Bean, this is hard.
Are we going with the guy's guilty or plausible doubt?
I
could possibly build a case of question mark.
I could, but here's the problem. I don't want someone innocent framed for this.
I mean, it could be like a few other events where no one innocent is ever found. Like, no one is ever found.
Bean, this is wow.
All issues, yes.
Yeah.
This is why you need to stay tuned to watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. Please go to emergency fast to me. This recording is proof. If I bring up the recording, I'm...
Well, you did just save. You can see how bad that is, and we can save stuff.
Yeah, but I'd rather not do that because it's kind of a hit to the Republic that I did that. You know? Like, I'm kind of working for them.
I mean, it might be being open with it being Republic and messing up so badly.
You know what? Flip it. It's late, and... Because I feel like if I just say he confessed to me, it's not really going to hold up.
Yeah.
Because he can back out of that.
Or you can be like, I have no comments at this time.
That one I feel like is disingenuous, though.
What?
Well, actually, I'll go with that because this means I can kind of hear what the Sith arguments are. Sure. And we might be able to reveal that she was a spy.
It is an honor to see justice served.
Oh, you sound like a
I
ponce.
will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
God, they're just...
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
I do like how they slap down the Sith. It's like, dude.
I mean, wait. Yes. What's the difference between catfish and lawyer?
Catfish eat mud. Lawyers don't.
One's a bottom dwelling scum. The other one's a fish. No, that's also I'm sorry, any of my friends are
I have a friend I used to game with who just give you this glare right now. And one of them we went swimming with. Okay, can you get anything out of him?
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Do not undermine the witness.
Of course, Your Honor.
Don't be
Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Yeah, but again, disingenuous. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Thank you! The fish people are not ableist. This is nice. Okay, maybe not.
They are not a uniform people.
That specific judge is not ableist, which I appreciate.
The only uniform policy they have is the governmental one of they want to stay neutral from
Was the metal after the crime scene not a little too
I
hard?
think it may have been. I mean, You'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
Nope, I got no other questions. Sure. Okay. Alright, the craft takes the floor.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Glupor jiking mata Sunri mulira. Kingun jupa shak glupor. No ba mulira set kilai konka.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Glupor tong hiwa maji glupor aki ingotun sit. Glupor no mulira chuni mulira tong Sunri. Kingba no konik dor chubaka chupa glupor.
Fair.
Glupor ka chopa chawa wisyun kun. Ogrash glupor kan king davik ni. Tong Sunri kingbo no glupor wana kunvist. Kingbo mwa mulira dwana.
Fair, he did run.
Glupor, glupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor kan king davik ni bora tong chitsa.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Glupor wonky.
Oh boy.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blaster? I just don't know. Yes, he fought against the Sith in the last war. He fought bravely, and was even awarded the Hero's Cross. I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. But in the Republic, it is awarded only to the bravest, most valorous, most honorable men. The kind of man who earns that medal would not kill someone in cold blood.
You know, it's a fair point.
Yep. And he's pretty good at it, apparently. I mean,
it's a reason for him to be there.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
Nope, I'm good. I got my weird little, like, speakerphone headset thing, though.
You're such a little Sarah
Oh, heck yeah.
Could have. Perfectly capable. Not believe somebody.
So it's 3-2.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Awkward!
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
The prosecutor is not helping his case. You were going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Elassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she? How could Elassa have gotten hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
There are people who are into that. Like, there are people who are into age play. Mostly because, like, that's the thing. I don't think I can actually physically ask anything else, so me and my headphones are going out. Yes. Oh, I confused a judge. I confused another one. That one is not into Sunry. That one...
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Oh man, I can't say any of these.
Oh, because they seem so bad.
Because one is one, no one actually witnessed the murder. Well, a camera did. 2, Sunry was a...
Did anyone bring up the camera?
No, that would have been me at the beginning.
And whether they don't know, they know we witnessed the murder.
But I don't really feel comfortable saying that. Then when Sunry's a cripple and couldn't have killed her, the Sith are obviously evil and set this up. Sunry was ending the affair and so the Sith killed her. Alasa was a spy and the Sith are framing Sunry. My arguments are complete. I'm tempted to go with my arguments are complete.
Okay.
But at the same time, I think I'm going with no one actually witnessed because I think that's the most... Yeah, I'm not. I don't like this whole situation.
Oh, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
Oh, geez, I can keep making points.
You can keep saying those things that you've seen. So you could also include the, like, he was breaking up with the thing. Oh, that might also go against you.
Sunry was ending the affair, and so the Sith killed her.
Oh, the Sith killed her. Yeah, it's possible.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, then that might be it.
Yeah. Oh, wow, they found him guilty. Oh.
Sunry, no.
But due to the extent of securities around this case... He's gonna live. But in prison.
No, Your Honors. I demand the death penalty.
The Republic will attempt to have him freed, Elora. I am sure. This is the best we can do. I'm sorry.
Sunry?
That actually worked out really well.
Or possibly as well as you could hope.
Yeah.
General stuff.
He's not dead. Whoa, sudden lag. There we go.
Got something on you.
So, what do you think of Sunry's verdict?
You defended him well enough. I wish we had time to look into matters more fully, but wishing is only useful for the young and idealistic. What's done is done. The Republic will likely appeal the matter eventually, and he'll be free. I just would like to know if that's best. Sunry was a good man once, and a good friend. I'll miss him. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Let's go check on him in the prison. Excuse me. Nope. Authorized personnel. It's holding cells. I can't get in. Ah, well. Okay, well I think for here we should save. Okay, I think we're good. We solved the murder. We do have stuff to do on Manaan, but I don't think I'm up for that tonight.
Yeah, we just looked past the hour and
But yeah, thank you all for coming along. And yeah, so this is Onion Witch and BeanTall signing off. Hang on, I'll
try one more time. I'll do this one.
Hmm.
Bye bye.
Bye.